Hello there, welcome back to Britain. So, we are currently in war with Austria. They decided to backstab me in the last episode, or break the alliance, depending on how you want to look at it. I would still call it that, they backstabbed me. And as punishment, or to some degree actually punish myself here, I have, or the French, mostly, have lost quite a bit of troops, so as you can see, I actually need my entire, even more than my entire pool of soldiers here to replenish my army. Which is actually this one. This is supposed to be 32,000 men. Yeah, not really realizing that, but anyways, it should be. Is it? No. And I'm losing quite a lot of battles I actually should win. So let's just get away from there before we lose even more men, and go and hide somewhere. Austria has been surprisingly hard hitting, to be perfectly honest. I did not expect them to be this rough to beat, but they have. It actually turned out to be quite a challenge, and potentially I should probably have hired some modifiers for my army here, but it's kind of expensive for 20 a month for +5 discipline. I can't afford that. Well, technically I can't afford that with most of my army dead, but it's not like I don't want to. It's more about that. I also underestimated the French army here. I thought it would actually screw everyone over. It didn't, and as a result of that, we're currently suffering a tiny bit. But again, this is something we should be able to deal with. I apparently got out of count when I built this army, or navy, and I'm missing 3 ships. Yeah, I'm missing 3 ships. So we will be building that, and with that, we already take on the Swedish navy. We'll probably use this ship here, or the navy here, to deal with our enemies in this area. But with that said, I think what I'll actually do is take these 3, potentially take something else as well. In this case, Osnabrück, so I can actually start fabricating claims on the one province minus here in the north, so to speak. We'll have to consider that, and all in all, it should be perfectly viable to do something like that. We'll see. But for the time being, we'll hopefully be able to get what we want here. I don't think I can beat Austria. I can always try at least, but I don't think I can beat them. The goal, of course, will be just to screw over Holstein here and get Denmark back at its feet. We'll see how it goes. Holstein has been completely taken over. There's actually been some sieges in Osnabrück too, so that is a little bit surprising, but at least I can make something out of that. I'm a little bit sure if I can actually take Holstein in the future, just go in for the annexation with Denmark. Yeah, it was annexed by Denmark, so they have had it under control, which means that I can actually sell to them. I'm a little bit sure it's actually part of the empire, so I'm a little bit sure if Denmark will take it besides that, so I guess it will be a test to figure that out. And once again, just to warn people, I am the type of player who tests things myself, rather than just agreeing that something works that way because it just is that way. So we'll see how things turn out. But as you can see, Denmark will get most of its lands back, or all except Holstein itself. And I'm happy with that. So, Holstein, we're going to peace out with them. If I can actually go for white peace with Austria, I probably will. And then we'll come back once we're better suited to hopefully kick their asses. I'm a little bit unsure if I want to do that. We'll have to see. Again, I don't think I can actually get a white peace with Austria as things are currently standing. But, yeah, I actually pulled out of this battle. We were losing far too many men. It doesn't actually make sense to me why. But we had 37,000 men here that are now kicking some Austrian buttocks, and as a result of that, the war score is going down. Brittany has done a lot here, and I'm really happy that the French haven't actually gotten too high war exhaustion, because that would be horrible. They could definitely screw me over if they do. But Austria here is slowly and surely losing their will to fight. So I think what we're actually going to do here is most likely just end up with conceding defeat. So the war will probably end pretty damn soon. We'll see. But for now, we'll just wait and we'll see how things turn out. Can I make peace with these guys? Can I take Osnabrück? No. Can I force you to hand it over? No. Can I force you to become a vassal? Probably not. Can I force them to concede defeat? No. I can't actually force them to do anything here due to length of war and the Münster military strength. They have 5 units. That's the military strength of Münster. 5 units. And also, I kind of realized what the issue with my armies are. They have no artillery. I kind of forgot about adding that. I kind of forgot to add that, which is horrible. But we'll do that before the next war, I think. So what we are going to do now is, as I said, allow the French to fight a little bit, get the war score up a tiny bit, and hopefully that should be enough to make things work. apparently my navy here has been doing some things on its own. No, it's actually just aided by another navy, but I'm pretty sure we'll get what we want, and hopefully I can annex. Well, luckily enough, the integration of France is done. Colony damage in Serranos. Achievement unlocked. One night in Paris. Good. And Serranos here is a cosmopolitan. They actually have a lot of colonies. Looks like. This is going to be expensive. This is going to be expensive. Wow, that's bad. 10 legitimacy loss. That is also not great. How are people feeling about me right now? That was not what I wanted. This was what I wanted. Well, they aren't actually that pissed. I'm a little bit surprised that the Burgundy only has 9. Aragon still kind of hates me a lot more. But now I have complete control over the French armies, which is, well, good to some degree. I think I'm also going to get rid of the French navies, so I'll just do a quick cleanup, and then I'll get back to you. Well, this is kind of funny here. Burgundy tells the Netherlands to declare independence, and that is kind of interesting here. Can I actually peacefully vassalize these guys? I would doubt that very much. The base tax, that is way too high. What I could do is just force them to release Holland, and that would actually be enough to vassalize them in the future. Or even just force them to release Brabant. You can actually force them to release Brabant, vassalize them, then conquer Brabant again. That is actually a viable tactic here. Huh. Temptation, temptation. I have a lot of things I could potentially do here. But we have at least control of our armies and navies now. I think I have control of most of the armies. Both of them are here, so should be able to deal with things. Dude claims, how dare they? How dare all of them? But yeah, we should be able to deal with this without any problems at all. We are still losing quite a bit of men compared to the Austrians, which once again is kind of surprising, really, that I'm having this amount of trouble when we outnumber them 4-1. We should be winning pretty damn by a lot. Let's just say that. Banda Oriental has become well done, which is good. But as I was saying, we should be winning by a lot. So I actually got 2. Huh, this is interesting. I actually have 2 colonial nations now in the same region. I think. Yeah, I actually do. I have 2 colonial nations. As you can see, I actually have 2 colonial nations in the same region. That is a waste of prestige, unfortunately. But it doesn't really matter. I have no idea if my 2 vassals now will start wars against each other, conquer each other. It would be kind of hilarious, really, if they did, but I would also kind of doubt that. Can I now get my PC with Austria? Yeah, we're going to concede defeat. I have gotten what I wanted out of this war, so there's no reason not to. And I think I can also now potentially plot a war against the Netherlands. The only issue, of course, right now is that I have to supply the manpower myself. And that is, of course, a horrible thing that is horrible in every single way. So the Emperor has enacted imperial reform, and unfortunately that is due to me. That is single-handedly my fault due to allowing them to win this war. But now we are going to reforge the armies. I'm going to get them back into there's actually a lot of mercenaries in here too. 10,000 mercenaries. I think we'll just disband them for now. But anyways, we will reforge the armies into what I like, or my kind of setups here. So I guess it's high time that I did actually renew all my armies here, and I'm going for my good old setup here. 20 armies with 12,000 infantry, 2,000 cavalry, and 8,000 artillery. And that is going to be the setup of the armies. So we're probably going to take about 5 or 10 years here, with peace and just annexation of some of the vassals, and hopefully be able to reforge the armies, get back some manpower during that time. I'll probably rely on a lot of mercenaries, especially if I opt for attacking the Swedes right now. But we'll see. It'll probably sort itself out. For the time being, I guess we'll end up with I'm a little bit unsure what we'll end up with here. Probably 20,000 armies to begin with. We'll consider that as we go. For now, however, I am going to get rid of the horses here that I do not need, which is these guys. Or potentially what I should probably do first is take the horses and consolidate, and then get rid of what I don't need, because of course that saves a little bit of manpower. So it would definitely be helpful. 2,000 horses waiting, and these guys. Well, we'll fix that up right away. And also we'll join these to consolidate them. So I don't actually, once again, it's a little bit of manpower, but every little bit helps. So, as you can see, it will take about a little under 3 years to get all that manpower back. And of course, this puts me in a bad position because I'm giving Austria the initiative. But again, hopefully, I can screw them over. We'll simply have to wait and see. It should be possible. That's what I'm getting at here. And I will consider, as I said, if we want to attack Sweden now or if we want to wait. Oh. Now this is an interesting development. Poland has them in the Union. Do I actually have to march down to Poland to win the war? Probably. Do I want to march down to Poland? Well, that's another story entirely. I'm actually going to hire this guy here because he's +5 diplomatic reputation, and we're going to start annexing some of the vassals here. So let's just get everyone back home, and I guess we're just going to start picking the nations, well, into my nation. We'll start with Granada. They have served their purpose. Same with did I not? Most has become a core. That means that I don't have any overextension anymore, which is great. Let's get here. Provence. I need my diplomats back home, all of them. Again. There. Well, this we can fix. We just send you a tiny little bribe, a token of our appreciation for your services towards the crown. Something along those lines, but why do you hate me so much? Well, I guess I need to improve my relations with Flanders, that's fine. And a little bit with Hainaut, but I think I should be able to do this before the annexations are complete. I'm a little bit sure now how I will deal with Denmark here. They will, well, return territory I should deal with. It'll deal with almost all of the negative influxes from annexing vassals, that's fine. But I'll get Flanders up to the point where I can actually annex them, and we'll have a time of peace here where we integrate our vassals. Should work out just fine. Wow, I'm kind of wondering if I'm drunk, but anyways, my math was horribly off here. I have no idea why I thought I needed 8 cannons. I only need 6 of them. This means that we can actually completely and utterly complete this army too. I'm no idea why I thought I needed 8. I think it's just 12, 10, or thought 12 plus 8. That is completion more or less. Anyways, I messed up, but we are fixing that right now because of course it's important to fix your mistakes, and I have, hopefully, probably, more or less. Anyways, the annexations here are going actually quite rapidly, and I should probably start the Hainaut annexation too, before I forget and leave everything up to fate again. But as I said, we'll get these 5 vassals annexed, and then we'll see how we stand after that. Well, this actually took a turn for the interesting here with, as you can see, I can now peacefully vassalize the Netherlands. Should I so decide? I actually have a casus belli on them too, apparently. And that means that before I actually start the annexation of Flanders, I think I want to vassalize the Netherlands, and that is of course because of the fact they hold 3 cores that I can then take from Burgundy again. But on a second note, I don't really want to vassalize them before I am done with the vassalization of these guys. So I'm kind of in a questionable situation, I guess I should call it. I want to vassalize them, but I don't really can't. That's the end result here. And once again, as a result of that, I think we'll wait. It will lead to another war with the goddamned Austrians, but it's not really too much I can do about that, to be perfectly frank. It should be fine. It really should be fine to just wait. The truce here with Burgundy will not be over before I have my vassals annexed. Of course, one of them will be, but it should be fine. I can declare war before the truce ends, and thus make everything work. The truce with Austria ends in... Austria actually has ended, it looks like. No, there they are. 1578. So I could declare on, probably October, November, into 3 years' time. So that should also work fine. that means there'll probably just be... I could always just drag out the war too, allow it to go on for a couple of years extra, in order to make sure that I have these guys vassalized. I could also try and find another way to boost it. I believe there's actually... No, it should be fine. We'll probably just declare war right before the truces end, to get make sure we stay clear of Austria, and then we'll vassalize them. Then we'll go after Burgundy again, get back those 3 provinces. We'll go after Sweden, get back Norwegian and Danish provinces, and then we'll get probably 2 more vassals. I'm a little bit unsure here if I should actually go for a peaceful vassalization of East Frisia. I probably will. East Frisia actually has, I believe, at least 1 other core. They actually have 2 other cores that I can take, again, from them. I'm a little bit unsure here what I want to do with these guys, because they're conquering everything around them. I'll probably have to, at least for these 3-4 provinces, I'll probably have to call them myself. But it should be possible to make something work. Holstein actually wants a peaceful vassalization here, so once again, that might actually work. But again, there's a lot of potential things that might actually make that a no-go, and one of them is, I believe there's a negative repercussion from annexing a member of the Holy Roman Empire. We'll figure that out with Hainaut pretty soon. But we are unfortunately out of time. Again, I'm kind of bad with that. And I think what we'll actually do next time is build up our armies a little bit more. I'm 71 units under force limits here. I am 35 with the Navy, so building up my forces is probably a good idea, especially with the amount of money that I'm making. So we'll consider that next time. Thank you for watching. Please have a comment, praise, criticism, anything you feel like. And hopefully, I'll see you around next time. Bye.